Okay, so we're going to do a quick video on gear I'm taking for a winter backpacking trip. We'll start with sleep system. This is a Enlightened Equipment 20 degree Revelation. This is a Costco down quilt. I like to carry some Reflectix in the winter time as an extra ground pad, and then combine that with a Static V insulated, or I also have a Big Agnes pad that I use sometimes too. Something new I'm going to try on this trip that I've never used before, I just bought this on Amazon, was the Cocoon silk mummy liner. I don't expect it to offer a whole lot of warmth, but if it offers some, that'll be worthwhile. Temperatures are expected to be around 3 degrees for the low, so luxury item here for me definitely is a pillow. I did the thing where you stuff your clothes in a stuff sack for a while, and then I just never really got comfortable with it, and I got sick and tired of not having a good night's sleep on the trail. So water is just basically 2 smart water bottles, which I may really only need one. I generally don't filter in the wintertime, and there's just so much rain and snow melt that I just don't feel like I really need to do it. And so it's my little setup here. I stole this idea from a buddy of mine. I took an old Camelback and cut the tube off of it, and then drilled a hole in the lid, and then put a little bit of food grade silicone around there to keep it from leaking. I really like this because I was having, even with a pack that allows the water bottle to sit at an angle whenever you have it in the side pocket, I still was kind of lazy about reaching back there and taking it out and getting a drink. So with the tube on it, I'm hoping that I take in some more fluids and don't get quite so dehydrated. Let's cook kit real quick. So this is my Reflectix Cozy, which I use a lot of. Freezer bag cooking method is my preferred method of cooking on the trail. I found this, doing some tests on this, that the temperature stays really hot for 20-25 minutes, almost to the point that you still need to let it cool off before you can eat it. So really love this thing. I make them myself. I give them out as as gifts to friends. Really love this thing. This is a Sea to Summit titanium spoon, which, pretty self-explanatory. I'm carrying a lot of fuel for this trip because we're taking out a couple of extra folks that have never been snowshoeing. So I'm going to take some extra fuel just to make sure we have plenty of fuel for cooking food, making coffee, whatnot. So another new item I've got recently is this Snow Peak pot, and I got the hot lips on it so I can drink without being hot. So inside of it I've got a pot grabber. I've got a BRS 3000T, which if you haven't seen one of those, let me grab it out of there. BRS 3000T. And then a mini Bic. So that's one mini Bic. I want to point out that I'm going to carry 3 of them. And then I made another little cozy to keep my coffee nice and warm. So, okay, so there's that. Lucy Light, 4 ounces, solar powered. It's supposed to be sunny but cold. Just love this thing. So I don't pretty much go anywhere without it anymore. I don't carry a headlamp. I don't carry a flashlight. That is my sole source of light, except for the light on my phone. I just love that thing. This is my new Anker 10,000 milliamp charger with a iPhone cord in it that I'm going to try for the first time. I just got this as an early Christmas gift, and I love to go in the tent at night, download movies to my phone, watch a movie, and especially since it's going to get dark here at 3:57, I probably won't be staying outside too long, even if we do get a fire going. So nice to go in and lay down and just watch a movie and chill. Toilet paper, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, a little kit that's got toothbrush, earplugs. I love earplugs. I just will not hike without them now. Whether it's the wind or your neighbors or just those things that just make noise at night that wake you up, I just I started carrying earplugs. I love it. Toothpaste, another mini Bic. So there's 2 headphones, chapstick, happy pill, a couple medications. All right. So yes, I'm cheating a little bit. Let's go over a couple tools. So we're going out for a. So I'm cheating a little bit. We're going to go over tools. I'm going out for just a night, so I'll take a knife, which is like a $15 knife that I got at the Big 5 Sporting Goods a couple years ago on Black Friday. I mean, I beat this thing to hell. You can see it's, I don't know if you can actually see that or not. You can see where I've beat on it, and it's actually wavy. Still sharp, and it still does the job though. And I've actually got another one stashed away just because I thought I beat it to death. It should work. Folding saw, and then a cheater Duraflame log to make sure we get fire going. My tent is not pictured. I'm not gonna show a video of that. You can look it up on eBay. It's a nature hike 4-person. I think it's 7 feet by 7 feet inside. And yes, it's heavy, and yes, it sucks to carry, but we're not going very far, and it's nice to have a nice dry place to have everything and be able to go through and open your gear up if you need to. We usually split this between me and someone else, whether it's my wife or a trekking partner of some sort. So we got some tent stakes and some poles. Okay, hand warmers and foot insole warmers. Those are going with me for sure. With the temperatures being what they are, I tend to get, I'm a cold sleeper, so any advantage I can gain, I'm going to do it. So we're going to go over sleeping clothes. I just have a fleece-lined thermal top I got off of Amazon a couple years ago. Some wool blend pants that my wife got me at Target. Yes, they are not the lightest things in the world, but I have carried them on multiple trips, and I've had really no issues with them, and I do just pretty much love them. They are warm and they are comfortable. A REI Co-op down jacket without a hood. I really like that. I'm going to carry 2 down jackets. You'll see what I'm going to wear here in just a little bit. Alright, 2 sets of gloves, thinner gloves for just doing little chores, and then some thicker outdoor research gloves for just strictly keeping my hands warm. 1 pair of wool socks, and I'm going to carry, I'll probably put another pair in here before I leave, just to make sure. Plus I'll be wearing a pair. I keep putting my finger in front of that. So 1 pair of wool socks, and I'll at least throw 1 more pair in my bag and hang on to that, and I'll probably be wearing a pair, of course. And so that should give me 2 pairs, plus I'll have the warmers. So, okay. Snowshoes, mountain profile. Don't know a lot about them. I borrowed them from a friend. Snowshoeing is not my favorite thing in the world, but we're not going very far, a couple miles, so I'm cool with borrowing whatever. These are trekking poles from Costco. Used them last year for probably 140 miles total throughout the summer. The longest trip was a little over 100 miles. On the PCT, they are awesome. I love them. Some gaiters, which these are obviously not lightweight gaiters. These are heavy-duty gaiters. May not wear those depending on foot. The snow depth is only supposed to be about a foot, so may not even need snowshoes. We'll see. I carry a Osprey Exos 58 pack with a trash compactor bag liner. Clothing that I'm going to wear. So Tie Rocket, chunk. Another puffy. This is a, pardon my mess here. This is a Free Country puffy. I wore this out on a trip last year, and it was 10 below, and it kept me pretty warm. I had no real issues with it. Really liked it. I like to wear suspenders. It's when I'm out snowshoeing and in the wintertime. This is a 32 degree brand rain jacket. Costco, 20 bucks. Been using that for a couple of years. Really, really like that. May upgrade to another one if it looks like it may rain. Otherwise, I'm just looking at that as a potential wind chill. Military brown wool. Love this thing. Had it since I was active duty. I just can't get rid of it. Not the best in the wind, but I certainly like it. So we have a smart wool long sleeve, lightweight wool blue shirt that I'm just going to wear as my base layer. I've got a lighted beanie. It's got battery powered lights on it. You can see them right there. I don't know, I just like this beanie, so I just take that one. I've got another lighter, that's number 3, and a survival bracelet, which probably wouldn't be worth much at this point. I've had it for so long, it's probably a little worn out. And a watch. All right, I took this last time a couple weeks ago. We went out on a little winter trip. I liked it. I have a wool buff that I wear that I take with me in the summertime. But I'm thinking maybe if I can put some hot hands in here, wrap this up around my neck, that ought to be really warm. So I'm going to give that another try, see if I like it. Base layer bottoms. Don't really remember where I got these at. Probably at TJ Maxx or something like that. Okay. And then some snow pants. So that's going to be what I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear boots, of course, and wool socks. And then I always wear a pantyhose sock liner to kind of wick that sweat away from my feet into the wool sock. So I'm pretty confident that I'm going to stay warm in this setup. Especially at bedtime. Because that gives me, two pairs of thermal bottoms, plus snow pants, 2 quilts, a liner, an insulated pad, the Reflectix pad. I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to stay warm. The only real concern I have is, can we get a good fire going? It's going to be a challenge. It's been raining like crazy up here in the Pacific Northwest. And we had I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 inches of snow, then it turned into a bunch of rain, and so it's been a real mess. So, alright, that pretty much covers gear, and we'll move on to food. Okay, so we're going to do just a real quick coverage of food. This is what I plan on taking for one day, okay? Pringles. I love Pringles, and my body seems to always crave salt on the trail, so... And I'm going to repackage this stuff here, but my idea is to make like a hash brown casserole. So I'm going to take this dehydrated hash browns, okay, and I'm going to put bacon in them, because who doesn't love bacon? And then I have a little bit of dehydrated onion that I still need to grab out of my cabinet. And this is the powdered cheese mix out of mac and cheese. So I'm going to put this together, these 3 things, and see if I can make like a hash brown casserole out of it. If it sucks, we're going to go to Top Ramen. So carried a couple things of Top Ramen, just always carry Top Ramen as a backup. It's light, and it does the job if you're really hungry. I carry a Pop-Tart bag, which you can see I've carried this Pop-Tart bag a few times, and I've still never eaten it. I don't really like to eat a whole lot of sugar. It doesn't agree with some of my medical issues, so I carry it, but I don't normally eat it. Of course, the same thing applies to this protein bar. They're very good. I actually really like them, but a lot of sugar. So, coffee and stevia, and that's pretty much food. Like I said, I do freezer bag cooking, so I'll repackage my dinner meal and carry a couple extra freezer bags for the ramen noodles in case it comes down to that. But overall, this is what I'm going to take for one night, and I'm pretty happy with that setup, and I'll make some more videos on the trip.